Friday here, but certainly a possibility with some large hail or damaging wind here. Again, no severe thunderstorm warnings there. We have them further to the south where we're tracking some nasty weather right through Texarkana. Again, these thunderstorms will be heading right towards Shreveport over the next hour or two here. Meanwhile, Dallas, you can see some thunderstorms building all around the metro area. Doesn't it seem like this morning, especially east of town, these are probably bringing at least some brief gusty winds here. And again, the potential for maybe some small hail. No warnings out there right now. Now, further north, right along the cold front, we've had a few thunderstorms refiring here in Oklahoma. And there were some big thunderstorms last evening across this region. The cold air sort of settled in behind it. We thought maybe that would stabilize things enough, but it hasn't. And we have some thunderstorms moving right towards Tulsa right now. You know, in your forecast for today, we have active weather in Texas, but it's not going to be with us in Houston. We have a dry day. We have another hot day with temperatures in the upper 80s here. In fact, we're not going to find thunderstorms in Tallahassee either until later on this evening. Here, typical late afternoon thunderstorms developing, or late afternoon into the early evening thunderstorms, I should say, around the region. Meanwhile, we'll head over into North Carolina, where we're going to be pretty dry today. A chance of rain comes in overnight tonight here. Here, a whole bunch of travel cliches for you this morning here. It's like pack the patience, pack the book. We're going to have a lot of problems out there because of thunderstorms today here. And if you're traveling right now, your best bet is always that first flight out, especially as we head into the summer months when thunderstorms really develop more often into the afternoon. But for now, it is running on time. There's going to be delays this morning. We've been tracking thunderstorms east of Detroit. Philadelphia, showers in the area right now. The winds pick up today. And then we have all this en route weather to contend with. So be ready for some delays here. Tampa, thunderstorms probably not developing until this afternoon. And when they do, if they're right overhead, that's when we could find some delays in Tampa. Now, if you're traveling out there right now, there's still a little rain around Detroit this morning. And one thing I want to mention when it comes to the thunderstorms and air travel today, look at this big line that we are tracking. These thunderstorms have weakened a bit. I've been watching how tall they are, and earlier this morning, they were about 35,000 feet, stretching for about 1,000 miles. Now they're down to about, on average, 20,000 feet. But still, this is going to cause some rerouting, and this will cause some delays out there as you make your way out this morning for air travel. On the roads, Cleveland, we have some thunderstorms approaching for your morning drive. We're also tracking the rain continuing around Indianapolis, but the worst of the weather east of you. But that weather, it's heading towards Cincinnati right overhead, especially at the airport right now. Jeff? Out there, and these low clouds, well, they might actually bring a few rain showers. In fact, we've seen some light showers already near Center City, Philadelphia. You know what? There's a chance of more showers right throughout the day. We're starting off this morning not that bad, about 60 degrees, heading up into the 70s. Strong southerly winds going to come in and bring some moisture to the area. Speaking of moisture, it's returning all across the southeast. We have pretty much a picture of summer setting up for today. Take a picture. It's going to last for the next couple of days, actually, with the pattern that we're in here across the southeast. Increasingly humid, increasingly warm here, and we're going to have some weak disturbances moving on through, but no big front in the area. So it's going to be the hit or miss kinds of thunderstorms, the kind you see in the summertime. You know, the jet stream much farther to the north, and that's where the storm track is going to be a little quicker. But across the south, we have a couple of days of showers and storms, including in Florida, where we desperately need some of this rainfall. Weather in your wallet. We'll talk about some areas of the country that just keep getting hit again and again with severe weather, and it's starting to really add up. Then at 30 past the hour, up and away, we'll tell you why balloons are going to be such a big part of this party going on with the tornado chase across the plains. At 40 past, unneeded rain. We'll let you know where we're going to get it and why coming up. You know, in Kentucky, you feel like you can't catch a break from the weather, or it's hit on your pocketbook. Right now, though, we're going to get you started on your morning in the Northeast. Some rain is approaching the area, Jeff.
Yeah, the rain is approaching.
Front continues to be this morning, and in that warm sector, that's where we have the thunderstorms continuing to be ongoing. Now, on the southern edge of the front here, out ahead of the cold front, this is where we've had the most active weather and where our severe thunderstorm watches continue this morning through 7 o'clock Central Time. Texarkana, report of a lightning strike that hit a home in the area there with these thunderstorms that have pushed on through. These gusty winds with the storms are going to be heading towards the Shreveport area in about the next hour. You know, a few thunderstorms have fired around the Dallas area, especially well east of town, right along I-20. Up towards Oklahoma, though, you know, area that was hit last night It was quiet for a while, but now we have a new round of thunderstorms that have fired just along and ahead of that cold front here that's still back across this region. Tulsa, you're right now in the thick of it here, getting some lightning and thunder out there this morning. Up towards Arkansas we go and over into West Tennessee when thunderstorms are moving through Memphis. We'll follow this line right through Kentucky and into Ohio this morning. You can see Evansville, the worst of it now through. We're in the rain, but Louisville, we're starting to get some gusty winds with these thunderstorms blasting on through. They're coming through Cincinnati as well this morning here with some gusty winds and some brief heavy downpours. A lot of lightning with this line, especially the further south you go. The thunderstorms are weakening somewhat a little farther north, like around Cleveland, but still this morning we're in for a nasty ride with the rain coming in right overhead. Now in your forecast for today, we're starting to clear out. Chicago, it's already through. Around Detroit, it's going to be moving through, and even into parts of Ohio, we'll start to see these thunderstorms move through right through the morning. Chicago, you can see our forecast looking pretty good with sunshine. Further south though, the thunderstorms are going to linger, including around Little Rock, Jefftown and Norristown, but otherwise in the south, actually, we're doing pretty good on the highways down here. If you're traveling 95 or traveling 75 or even 10, right now, no rain. But later today, there will be. This comes right about rush hour here. Jacksonville, on the way home, you'll find thunderstorms. Some could bring some heavy downpours over towards Pensacola and even New Orleans. Now, Interstate 95 mentioned those rain showers around Philly right now. We actually could find a few this morning around D.C. There'll probably be a break. And then later today, there'll be a few more showers popping up, and there could be some thunderstorms. One of the most likely spots will be right around Washington, D.C., and perhaps down through Richmond. But overall today, Richmond, we're not looking quite as bad here for travel. Now, let's talk more about what's going on right now as you try to head out the door this morning. And try might be the word to use here across parts of the Midwest with those thunderstorms. It is just some rain out there in New York City. Another look at what you're dealing with here. Again, most of this not reaching the ground just yet, but it could by the tail end of your commute, so you might want to bring the umbrella just in case. Philadelphia starting to reach the ground. The Schuylkill starting to get a little wet out there. Here, barely windshield wiper worthy with the rain out there. It's not that heavy, but you're still dealing with it. This is going to have you slowing down on the Ohio Turnpike east of Cleveland right now. You're traveling around Cincinnati. Thunderstorms moving through here, especially in the south side of town. And by the way, the airport is right there on the south side of town with thunderstorms right overhead. And Nashville, we're in for it in the next couple of hours. Jeff?
The details on the next system. Here's Jen.
Yeah, round two is poised. It's ready to come into the northwest today. Actually, this system, as it comes into the northwest, has enough cold air with it. It's going to bring some snow to the Cascades. But everything goes back to severe once it moves over the Rockies and back into the plains. So today, it's a rainy one from Seattle to Portland. But tomorrow, the chance for thunderstorms right back into some of the same spots that saw it yesterday. Watching parts of Missouri, including around St. Louis. Watching back into Kansas, around Wichita, and even into Oklahoma. Now, as we track this storm system into the northeast, by Saturday, it starts to bring some rain here, especially by day's end to the eastern seaboard. In the south, the front is actually going to make a little headway. You know, this latest storm system, the front gets hung up, but with this next one coming in, it's going to move through the Tennessee Valley, through the Ohio Valley, and eventually through the southeast, bringing some much-needed rainfall to Florida. You know, let's take case in point St. Louis. You are in for more thunderstorms tomorrow and potentially into Saturday, but then look at this. We clear out.